Cigarette smoke wafted through the air and music filled the bar. Mustang and his team were celebrating his promotion to general. By celebrating, they meant getting smashed. Fuery, the baby of the team, had attempted to prove his masculinity by engaging in a drinking contest with Havoc and Roy, only to pass out 4 drinks in. Havoc had proceeded to try his luck, attempting to chat up any woman who passed that wasn't completely out of his league. Breda and Fullmetal were both drinking relatively weak drinks. However, their table was littered with glasses, and their speech was somewhat slurred. Riza, being the sensible one, was still sober.
Sir, I think you had enough to drink.
Roy blinked at her before gulping down another mouthful of Drachman vodka.
Riza? You're my Riza!
His face scrunched up in drunken confusion before his face split into a wide grin and hugged her around her midsection.
My Riza!
Sir, please let go.
She attempted to pry off his arms. Instead, he let go and grabbed her wrists, pulling her onto his lap.
So warm.
He nuzzled into her neck as he hiccuped. Riza could have fought his grip easily, however, she remained still. Although she would never admit it, she was comfortable and content in her new seat.
Sir, I really think we should get going. You've drunk more than enough.
He put a finger to her lips and heat flooded her cheeks.
We aren't drunk.
We?
You are a little, but I won't tell the others. I'll get drunk with you.
Stop drinking, Roy.
He would definitely have a hangover in the morning. This seemed irrelevant, as instead, his face brightened and his grin widened.
Riza said Roy. Riza said Roy. My Riza said Roy. Riza said Roy. Riza called me Roy. My Riza forever.
She froze for a moment, then wrapped her arms around him, smiling slightly. His hand trailed up her back and rested on the nape of her neck.
Does my Riza want to hear a secret? I love my Riza.
She blushed and her eyes widened. She knew that the alcohol was loosening his tongue. Despite this, she tried to convince herself that it was the alcohol talking.
She's the prettiest Riza ever.
With all due respect, sir, I think we should get everyone home.
And come to bed with me after?
He looked up at her, pleading with his eyes, pressing his forehead against hers.
I really don't think that's a good idea.
Don't worry, no touchy-touchy until you stop being drunk.
Okay, let's go. The car's just outside.
With that, he led her up, standing up after her and almost instantly stumbling, throwing an arm around her.
My Riza,
He said to himself happily, staring at her as she guided him to the car, depositing him into the back seat before going to collect the rest of the team.
She's my Riza.
Roy stared out the window, watching Riza return to the bar and collect the rest of his team. His eyes skimmed over the people nearby, and he saw a man leering at his Riza. His eyes narrowed, and he snapped his fingers, setting the man's ass alight. Apparently, his intoxication had not affected his aim at all. Riza returned with Havoc and an unconscious Fuery, depositing him beside Roy. Roy looked up at her, grinning.
Mine.
Yes, yours.